Alright lads, so today we got the announcement of our next mid-month banner. I'm a bit late to this, I will be honest. I wasn't at home when the banner dropped, but we have the announcement of our next mid-month banner, our first banner of the year 2026. And it is this is surprising, but at the same time not surprising. But what you will see here is that it's the Pole Project Returned Crown Step Summons. In case you missed that entire thing, the Bambiette and Eisen that we did get late last year was a banner that we voted for. We voted for the characters and we voted for the designs they would be wearing. But alongside that, we also had the opportunity to vote for a character that would be remade. I didn't expect it to be two characters here, but from the looks of it, Orient Society NELLIEL and also CACAO Society HALIBEL are the characters that have been voted to be remade. And yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, I can see why we voted for these two characters. I mean, me personally, I actually voted for NELLIEL, so I'm actually quite happy that one of my votes, at the very least, did get nominated and won. So with that said, it's a mid-month banner. Let's check it out. One thing to mention right from the get-go, actually, this is a seasonal banner, which, to be fair, it's been a minute since we last received a premium banner, but this seems to be a normal seasonal. It's not a 1000-year Blood War seasonal. It's been a while since we have received one of those, so that does mean that these characters eventually, over time, will be available in free summons, for example. For the most part, maybe making it a very easy skip. So first character is going to be HALIBEL, a melee normal attack damage character. SA2 is a heal. SA3 is a major boost. I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. All attacks except her SA2 and 3 can inflict lacerate, and she does have Captain Killer Plus. So melee Captain Killer likely now wants to be used alongside the new Eisen. With that, we have a 25% team party buff as a soul trait offering normal attack damage. EX skill is 30% bruiser. That's actually a very powerful EX skill and also soul trait combination, I will be honest. If you hypothetically get this character max percentage, which you might do because again she's seasonal, or normal seasonal, that's 55% normal attack damage right there. She also has an enemies defeated bonus where after 20 enemies defeated, you then get 20% more damage for your entire team to any enemy that is inflicted by a status omen. So if you are someone that is missing out on Bambiette, one of the best support characters in the game basically, this is going to be another alternative character that you can use. What attribute are you looking at? Power. Okay, and then with that, because you are a normal attack damage character, you have 100% normal attack damage. That's kind of crazy. So Captain Killer Plus, long reach, which I like to see. In terms of damage output, what are we looking at? Flurry 2, only Flurry 2 surprisingly, but she has follow-up. I like that. So this is clearly a normal attack damage character that wants to be used in Guild Quest, obviously due to the Captain Killer Plus, but at the same time doesn't really have to be. Technically. But you have follow-up, you have the recharge built in, you have the Flurry plus 2, 100% bruiser, the extra 20%, an extra 20% after defeating 10 enemies, the extra 30% here, then you have the long reach, and you have the extra 25 here. Damage output is surprisingly really high here on HALIBEL. And then you also have the team boost, you have the heal too. This seems to be a very strong character. I think, me personally, I just love seeing follow-up. It's such a simple skill, but it's really good to have it on normal attack damage characters. She also can inflict lacerate, which then lets her do 60% more damage, and through bonus abilities, you can get 100% more damage, basically. And then with the increased Thousand chance, yeah, this is looking to be a really good normal attack damage character. I'm excited to see gameplay, because it's been a while since we last received some remakes of seasonal characters. And again, we did vote for them, right? So, I actually really like the HALIBEL when she first released. One of my go-to characters. Next up, though, we have NELLIEL. So it's a double normal attack damage character banner. In this case, she is a ranged normal attack damage character with a barrier SA2 and a heal SA3. All attacks can inflict paralysis plus, Captain Killer plus, so they're both Captain Killers apparently. One ranged, one melee. For soul trait, you have 35% normal attack damage, damage decrease taken by 20%, EX skill, right? Also, another enemies defeated bonus where you then offer 20% strong attack damage. No, 30% strong attack damage to the entire team. Damn, that's kind of crazy. And then you also have the 20% team boost. Man, that's kind of unfortunate she doesn't have a team boost. That would have been absolutely insane for a support unit. But let's scroll down, You have the Captain Killer Plus, 35% NAD, long reach 2, again, liking that we are seeing that on normal attack damage characters, especially in a ranged unit. Flurry 3, though. No Guild Quest skills? Why does she get Flurry 3 and HALIBEL doesn't? You know? I mean, to be fair, HALIBEL also has, like, all the extra multipliers, right? I'm sure it's fine. I don't think it matters that much. But Flurry 3, with the 80% bruiser, with the extra 20% damage, with the recharge built in, with the extra 20% normal attack damage, with also 35 here, and then you also gain 60% more bruiser. Damn. These are some powerful characters to start off the year. Even if they're only normal attack damage characters, these are some very powerful nat units. Very powerful nat units for both Captain Killer, melee, and also ranged. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Again, this is a banner I'm going to skip regardless, because I have seen the fill-up pool. It's just premium seasonal units. It is luckily a crown step summon though, so you are guaranteed one in on step 10 if you want any of the characters. But since we just came off an end of year banner, I think now is a good time to start saving for the next big banner. And this, even though it's a banner that we voted for, it's two really cool designs, NELLIEL and also HALIBEL, Orient, and also CACAO Society. It's still also just like a normal seasonal banner, so I'll be skipping it. I'll be saving for end of month. Get these characters later on, but I definitely do want to get them later on because right now, from what I'm seeing, they look to be two good normal attack damage units. With that said, looking at the character gameplay here, HALIBEL's artwork is absolutely crazy. I actually really do like that. I want to refrain myself from saying it, but there's some good art. I actually think the full art looks a lot better than what we saw in the potential banner. The original HALIBEL also had some really seductive art, and I think they did equally as good, if not better, in a different way. So let's see it. So again, we actually should skip past this, right? Yeah, team boost SA3, team heal SA2, damage output's really good here. No attack damage characters though, so let's see if they have some good visuals. So SA2 is a lunge forwards. I like the no attack string here. A bunch of vines. Are they removing the chocolate aspect of this character? Because even though it's like magic characters, it is CACAO Society. So it's supposed to be like a bunch of chocolate fiends for like Valentine's. That was the idea of it. But I do like the visuals of just having vines here. A bunch of roses, I assume. You also have a few magic spells here on the normal attacks. Realistically, though, strong attack kit doesn't matter too much. I guess the SA2 is a good attack to lunge forward, get into close to the enemies. Again, I think the best part is the fact that she is going to have follow-up, so the enemies that when she does knock onto the ground, like you see there, she can just hit them. I always get asked questions, what does follow-up do, right? It's always that. You knock them on the floor, you have to wait for them to get up before you can attack them with your normal attacks. And right now, as you can see here, HALIBEL doesn't have to wait. It's such like a minor skill, but it's such a good quality of life for no attack damage characters. With that said, I want to see the full natural, because I don't think we're like seeing the full hits here. One thing I would say is weird though, is that one, Aizen still has the attack boost. I don't know why they've done that. It's, you know, development footage, so do keep that in mind. There is occasionally going to be a mistake here, right? For some reason, Aizen still has that mistake. Yeah, I do like that fan with the nat string. But she's a power unit. We just got Aizen, and he's a tech unit. So are they going to change the boss for the next GQ and make the final boss speeds? I mean, Aizen will still be fine. Sorry, they'll make it technique. Aizen will still be fine. He won't have attribute disadvantage, but that's definitely going to hurt Aizen a little bit. A little bit. Hopefully not too much though. SA3 does look pretty cool though. I like that. I'm liking all the magic. Oh, that's cool. Let me pause that. So we have a bunch of magic spells going off, but we have the number 3. That's cool. Nice little touch.
Finally, a special move.
Dark Chocolate Luna? Huh? Hey! Steal it. Taking some inspiration from Barragan there. Okay, that's kind of cool. I remember the old one being terrible, but that was like a 2016 unit, 17. Understandable.
Dark Chocolate Luna.
In terms of the setting here, I'm liking the stairs. Is she like the new Queen of Wakamundo? Because that's what like Barragan had. He had a very similar situation where he's standing on top of like stairs. You have the moon in the back. The moon is massive now though. It's called Dark Chocolate Luna, but I'm not seeing any chocolate. I'm seeing a bunch of roses. I'm not seeing no chocolate though. So I'll give that a 5 out of 10 because there's no chocolates. But NELLIEL though. It's been a while. Oh, actually, now that I've realized it, it's a double Espada free banner. I didn't realize that. They're both Espada free. So let's see how they made this character a ranged unit. So that's our SA2. Again, this is an Orient character, so you're going to have a bunch of, like, leaves, I guess, as the visuals. She has the attack boost here. They need to stop that. I know it. I'm covering it. It does say development footage. So, like, it's not that big of a deal. That's why they have that tag there in the bottom left that I'm covering. But they need to fix whatever they're doing here. Because she does not have the attack boost, bro. She does not have the attack boost.
She also has the team boosting.
She has really good damage though, but that's not the attack boost.
And team slash party increased damage to status ailment.
So visual wise, it's alright. I actually think I prefer Halibel's visuals. But she's going to be the better of the three because she is a ranged unit too. We're like, again, crazy damage output here.
These allow her to boost the damage output.
So she's in the range captain guild quest. Who is that again? I forget. Who do we use in range captain? Aizen. So it's both Aizen's weeks. Again, kind of unfortunate here that it's a technique attribute. That attribute should have been switched. Because now it's going to kind of hurt the mains, right? If next boss for range captain is speed, she's going to do more damage, but then Aizen's going to do less damage. And that's kind of like stupid. Because you want to use them together, you know? They only should have switched the attributes here. So yeah, she'll be really good in the range captain guild quest. She doesn't have a boost, which is kind of unfortunate because you could have potentially used her in multiple guild quest phases. However, Esnot does exist. So you'll just use Esnot, use NELLIEL, use Aizen. You have two really good normal attack damage characters. One's boosting, one's barrier, one's healing, one's debuffing. You literally have every effect here with those two normal attack damage characters, NELLIEL and also Esnot. And then at that point, all you need is Aizen to come through and just deal a lot of damage.
This attack deals damage around the character.
With the buff that he's getting from them too, should be relatively fine, right? Should be relatively fine. So let's do the Sobum though, because the Sobum for the original one had a lot of movement going on for her. All right, let's see it. Okay. I'm not seeing enough movement. It's all right. It's all right. I think I prefer Halibel. It's nice to see when you get remakes of original characters or designs. You learn a bit more about their moveset, their power set. So in this case, it's already connected. And she's using it as like a spin blade. Does a little pose. That's kind of cool. I like the end pose. But compared to the original one, not enough movement. Not enough movement. Yeah, of the other two, I think I just really prefer Halibel over NELLIEL, to be honest. But with that in mind, I think it's a decent banner to start the year, right? It was a matter of time before we were going to get this banner. It was, you know, guaranteed to happen within the first few months. Surprised to see it so soon. This might be our first time mid-month January hasn't been a premium banner. And it's been quite some time since we last received a premium banner, to be fair. But, again, it's not 1,000G Blood War seasonal, so these characters technically will be a lot more available, even though they are still technically limited. At the same time, we're coming off an end-of-year banner. This, even though it's cool characters here and they're both really good, still seems like a pretty easy skip. Continue saying for 11th anniversary at this point. Core 4 characters, because that is happening this year. That's what I want to say for. And these are characters that I would more so like to get later on. Like always, it is a mid-month banner, so you could just wait till the 30th or 28th to see what next banner is. They aren't going anywhere. Would have liked to have seen one of them maybe be a strong attack damage character to make the characters a bit more interesting because, you know, two characters here, both normal attack damage, not really much to talk about. And at the same time, we technically didn't vote for them, so it would have been nice if, like, one of them ended up being a strong attack damage unit. With that said, though, I would have liked to have seen less fillers because this isn't similar to the Giselle Basby banner, where there's now, what, 12 characters overall? So when you do go to the guaranteed steps here, step 3, 6, for example, it is, at the very least, a good step-up format. Your chance of getting a new character is 2 in 12. So not that high compared to maybe when you summoned on the Giselle banner, it was like 1 in 3 of you getting a banner character. So rates are a lot lower here on the guaranteed steps because of how many fillers there are and the fact that it is only a 2-character banner. If we removed those 3 fillers, let's say Yashiro, NELLIEL, and also Wonder Weiss, it would have been a much better banner, even if the filler value isn't really that great. This, like always, is really only a banner you should summon on if you really like NELLIEL and really like Rangiku and want them. Other than that, you can just skip it. Similar to how we skipped Yumachika and Rin last year, you most likely had them by now because they've been in a lot of banners. Likely the same will be said for these 2 characters, which is good because, you know, they actually are good units too. I'd like to get them in the future. Overall, decent banner to start the year. Not a banner that I'll be spending orbs on, but let me know what you lads think about them in the comments below.